Hello, everyone. You are listening to and watching the Dreaming Insomniacs, the podcast. Today we have very special guests, the Paradox Band. Very happy to have you guys. How you doing?
Doing good. Yo,
You guys want to introduce yourselves individually, please?
I'm Eric.
Hi, Eric.
I'm PC.
PC. Three. Times three.
I'm Donald.
I'm
What's
Tom
up, Donald?
Cruise.
Tom Cruise. Uh-oh. We don't need Scientology up in here. Bye, Scientology. Yeah, we love you, Zealand. All right, Paradox, let's do this. My first question for you guys, and you can answer this individually if you'd like. Growing up, what made each of you decide that music was for you?
We'll go in the same order.
Okay. For me, I'll say the Jackson 5 and the Beatles definitely put me on. That's what made me start writing songs and playing guitar and stuff.
For me, I'll have to say, it's kind of something that I've just always been doing. Like, I've always been playing the drums, like, since damn near before I was conscious. But, like, the first people that I've seen doing it was, I gotta say, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for me, my dad used to listen to like Arctic Monkeys and different groups like that, the Beatles as well. Like, yeah, I just appreciate all types of genres of music since a young age, to be honest.
Real music. See, this makes sense because I love all of you's music, right?
Thank you.
And it's real. So you listen to real music as an influence. But Zealand's got to answer now, too.
Hell yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
For me, it was definitely, like Tony Hawk and, just listening to like it's like especially like cartoon intros. Pretty much listening to the radio nonstop. 99X was literally my favorite station back in the day. And it would just literally play pop punk to punk rock and rock alternative, all that stuff. So definitely hearing like Blink-182 throughout my whole life. That was definitely a big thing, especially becoming a big fan in middle school. That made me want to play guitar in the first place was them. And here we are now.
That's great. I love that because
I gotta give a little credit to Guitar Hero, too, because...
same.
Which
one though? Which one? Which one
Guitar Hero
specifically?
Legends of Rock
What's your
3,
favorite?
bro.
What was your favorite Guitar Hero? Mine was 3 when they finally got
Legends of Rock
licensed
3,
music.
yes. Legends of Rock 3.
Legends of Rock, yeah.
The bonus tracks were like the best ones on that shit.
Oh my god.
That shit
Yes.
was smooth.
Yeah, Through the Fire and Flames on Expert. Oh my god.
Don't hold back. Like, that shit was so far.
Dude, even Slow Ride was fun, man.
Slow ride.
Thank you.
Yeah, beginning song. That was the first song you played when you load that shit up. That was
All right. Yeah. Devil Went Down to Georgia's in that one too. Little Charlie Daniels.
Which one?
Devil Went Down to Georgia. Little Charlie.
Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh,
Hell yeah. I think that was a battle. That was Lou.
Yep.
That was
Yeah,
a battle with Lou,
the
the demon
devil.
dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was
Hell
fun.
yeah, I remember all that shit.
That was my introduction into Guitar Hero. I mean, I had the first two, but they didn't have licensed music yet, right? So by three, there was the actual song. So like, yeah,
The
welcome
3
to
probably
the
what I
jungle.
played, bro.
You get Even Flow by Damn. It literally had the Before I Forget by Slipknot. It had the best hits. Oh, I freaking when you were young, Killers, Heart Shaped Box was on number
The
2.
Killers was fire.
That was on Guitar Hero too, right?
Yeah, Heart Shaped Box.
Yeah, that's one I.
Whichever one had Barracuda.
That was
That was
Guitar
the number 3.
Hero
That was
3.
that was the
Legends of Rock 3.
Okay, that was the one I played then for sure.
yeah.
They were cool.
I wish I had.
That was
Yeah.
Great. Yeah.
I like Rock Band. Y'all like Rock Band?
I like Rock
Yeah.
Band.
Yeah.
Rock Band, bro.
Fire, but
There's a lot of great songs in Rock Band. Green Day Rock Band.
Yeah, Green Day Rock Band as well. Shout out to my boy Jacob Barone, one of the best bass players I've ever met out in Flagler. But
He's a friend of mine. I go to school with him.
so you know Jake.
I
Okay,
sent
well
him
look.
this link. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Me and Jacob grew up. We met in like Cub Scouts when we were like little, and we had a class together. It was like 5th or 6th grade. Might have been both, but we hung out like all the time, just talking about like Legos and stuff. Like when I first was getting into like guitar and stuff, he wasn't into it, and then like we met up again like after high school. and like just like talking about like bass and stuff. But he was the first one to put me on the Green Day because he was really
Really?
into Green Day when he was like 12, and I think he showed me like snippets of the Rock Band, but he had like the Uno Dos Tres albums, and like he was like pumping that, like playing that
Some of the
all the
best
time.
solos right there. Some of the best
Yeah,
Green Day solo. That's crazy, man. Yeah, Jacob's a good friend of mine, man.
yeah.
Jacob's
Jacob's a beast, bro.
and
Jacob's
he's
an
gonna
absolute beast.
he's gonna be playing some shows with us too. We were just talking about it.
Very
So
lucky to have him, bro.
I
Because
know, dude, he's so good.
so good, extremely
Literally, the
good.
school uses him for guitar leads as much as they can because it's an
Yo,
audio
what's so
engineering school.
crazy is years ago, just a few years ago, he was like, "Yeah, bro, I think I want to learn guitar," and then bro just got so good with it. But like,
No, dude,
he's
for two
dedicated, man.
years. How does
He's
he do it?
dedicated, man. He's dedicated. He puts in the
Yeah.
time. He puts in the work. So
And
it
his
is.
dad builds guitars and showed him how to do it. They have a whole
Yeah.
business.
That's gas.
Trust me, I know, bro. I
Yeah.
almost had a guitar built. My parents were trying to get like my first electric guitar was gonna be a guitar built by his dad. I don't remember why it didn't wind up happening, but yes, bro. Jason, like, yeah, Jason is a absolute beast of a musician as well, and yeah, like builds crazy cool guitars. Yeah.
I actually didn't know Jacob's dad's name until right now. I
Okay,
never,
bro.
yeah,
And they sound just alike, bro. It's
that's
so
great.
weird. Bro. It's
It
so
was
weird.
funny. He gave me a custom guitar pick for their guitar building business, right? When we first
Hell
started
yeah.
school, and then I gave him one of the Dreaming Insomniacs picks because we just had some made, right?
Hell
But it's
yeah.
funny. In my wallet, I have one guitar pick, and it's his. So
Yeah.
I can pull it out. That's funny. That's so crazy. I'm so happy you brought that up. Thank you,
Yeah.
Eric.
No, of course, dude. No, like I said, I love Jacob, man. So
Jacob's a good dude. Yeah, we played the ensemble shows at the school together, and I put them all up on the YouTube on this channel. They did pretty well for the channel, so I gave him some love, and he's got credit in the description too. So as much as I can help, I help. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. We're all musicians. We're all trying to do the same thing. We're just spreading the art that we love. So we got to work together, man.
100%,
Honey,
1,000%.
100.
So I got a next question for you. Number 2 is, what are your favorite pieces of gear to use on the road?
Ooh, my purple Strat. I have a red Jazzmaster that I use as a backup, and I would say my orange amp. I have an orange Rocker Group 50 that I use with a 4x12 cab. So
Cool. Awesome. I love that. Orange is a great brand.
yeah, very.
If not my whole goddamn Mapex set, probably my
Fuck
cymbal.
yeah.
Probably my cymbals. I got some good Zildjian cymbals. Shout out Bo from Furnace 41 for hooking me up with some badass cymbals, some Zildjian cymbals. Thank you, bro. Didn't forget about you, man. For never.
Zildjian.
Hell yeah, bro.
We love Zildjian over here. That's a great cymbals right there. I think they're the best, honestly. I'm not a drummer, but I think Zildjian are the best.
Definitely the
Sound
best.
amazing.
Like the Apple
Yeah.
cymbals.
Yeah. It's like making music. You want to use Apple for audio engineering, not
Hell
PC.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's certain things that are better than others for certain things, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. All right. What about you, Ray? Rayman?
Yeah, I use a red PE bass, precision bass. It was given to me by Fender, and I also use a Fender 500.
All right, awesome.
500.
E-basses are awesome. Fender's a great band, and a 500 is a great amp. Love that. I did not mean to call you by your Instagram handle. I'm sorry.
You call me Ray, Don, it's all good.
All right, fair deal. And Zealand, what about you?
My orange TH30. I just got that in the 4x12. My Gibson SGX.
Yes, Gibson.
My Fender Telecaster. Shout out Billy Fender Billy. Shout out him.
Big shout out to Fender Billy.
Fender Billy, man.
Hooked us up with some great guitars, great instruments. So
Yeah,
Fuck
some
yeah.
my pedals too. I use
I need the Fender drum set.
Two Screamer TS9, phase 90, and an automatic tuner TU3.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, and I use a wireless Line 6 G30.
he also uses a used condom. It's the first one we ever used together. So.
Oh, wow.
Just like in The Mask when Jim Carrey pulled it out of his jacket and he's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to get that in there." That was improvised, by the way.
Bluetooth 2 power supply, which is comes in clutch.
Right. That's so cool. So also, funnily enough, these questions were helped formulated someone helped me write them, and it's actually a mutual friend of me and Jacob's, Brian Pedreza, and
Okay.
he's in a band called Dearly Beloved. You can tell they love Green Day.
Yeah, dude.
They're awesome too. So I wanted
Yeah,
to give them
dude.
a little shout out. But that's awesome. I love all your gear. You guys are ready for doing those arenas nonstop. You got the gear,
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Can't wait. Yes.
and it's gonna sound great.
100%. No, it's coming.
All right. So my number 3 question is, what are your favorite pieces of gear to use in the studio? If they're the same, that's okay. But if there's other ones you like to use more in the studio, care to elaborate?
Shout out Zach.
So we've been everything like we recorded like well like Amani was recorded off like my cell phone, but
Really?
yeah.
Yo, bro, we do that too. That's fucking awesome.
Okay, hell yeah, dude. No, look. Shout out GarageBand, man, because that's how I started learning how to record.
Our first 10 albums were made on GarageBand on the phone, bro.
Yeah,
That's
and I'm saying you get such a good sound out of it, bro. People sleep on it, but
You gotta work it hard. But yeah.
yeah, I use it. I use it for everything, like the pair of boxers over, and use the pot for the pop filter. Fucking
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, if you
It's
know
low
how to use it,
EQ.
it's a great tool, man. It's a DAW.
It
It's a
is.
DAW. It's
No,
a DAW.
it literally
It's a
is.
DAW. You know what else is
So-
great is BandLab. BandLab's another one.
Yeah, I love BandLab too.
You
Yeah,
can do real time editing with somebody who's in a different state. It's great.
no, it's insane.
It's free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been recording with ZK Productions. This is Zach Odom and Kenneth Mount.
Nice.
They've done a lot of cartel stuff, Mayday Parade stuff. They are very
I've seen
talented.
Mayday Parade in Boston.
A super talented band as well, and yeah, they are super talented producers and writers and engineers, and so they have a very wide arsenal of guitars. I'll say the Gretsch White Falcon. I love using that for like the cleans. For the dirties, funny enough, I don't like using them live, but Les Pauls, I love the sound of them.
Yes, for studio, not live, and they're
Yeah, for studios, they sound really good for rhythm stuff. And I'll usually double that with my purple Strat. As far as amps go, I did use my orange last time, but I like to use like a JCM 800 that has this mod in it where it has like extra gain in the back, and then it's this a Marshall like JMP combined, and then usually like a Vox AC30 and then with like a Fender, I think reverb or something. I don't know, but like yeah, for the cleans, but they would know more about like what we use and stuff. But yeah, that's my favorite shit.
Yo, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I think I use a Jazz Master bass.
No, jazz bass.
Jazz bass.
Yeah, just jazz bass. Yeah.
For me,
Those are
I
nice.
use Those fucking microphones, bro.
Yeah.
The Leemans that they got in there, the overheads, and all the
Leemans,
microphones that they have in there is worth like over my whole life. Like,
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man.
like
Yeah, Neumann,
crazy.
bro, Neumann makes good
I
music.
like that shit. That shit's fire. Having everything mic'd up with the just stupid fire. I love that shit.
He uses
Yeah.
his like fucking Ringo Starr-esque like Ludwig kit, bro. It even has like the old 60s logo on the front, and like yeah, it's so fucking badass. Man.
I love it. Well, again, that's what keeps it sounding real. You guys are sticking to something where everybody else is just hopping to auto-tune. You guys are
Right.
keeping it real, which is nice because
Thank
you.
Thank
we
you.
need it. We need
That's
to keep the
right.
industry alive in that way with real, authentic stuff. I mean, my
Yeah,
dad was a
absolutely.
Woodstock, so I grew up with that psychedelic side of music. My brother brought when my parents divorced. My mom got custody of me, and my brother drove all the 2 hours out to Western Mass to give me American Idiot 20 years ago. It was like, you're going to see them in September. Get to know this. And I did.
That's the
Gillette
way to
Stadium,
go.
2005. That was my first Green Day show, September. And they broadcasted Wake Me Up When September Ends for like a Hurricane Katrina relief thing. So like part of the Green Day show was televised. So that's cool to go back and look and see a pretty high quality video of.
Yeah,
It was a
no,
great memory.
10%.
And then the 6th time I saw them, your guys' show, I was on mushrooms. So that was fun too.
Yeah, you were very lucky. I was not. I probably would have shit myself.
Yeah, you had to perform that day. Not a good idea.
Yeah, very,
You were a very fun guy that day.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said that in the video. You can hear it in the background because I filmed all of Green Day set. I'm the only one to film that whole show, except for
hell
Bob
yeah.
Fox. And I said it in the video, like during the Punk Bunny dance. You can hear me like, "Oh, there it is," right? And then I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm a fun guy.
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if Dave ever told you about it. Where so like from age 14 to 18, like I got my performance chops from like every Wednesday I perform at this bar called Tortugas.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know
it's Friday
Tortugas. I
Beach.
played there too. I played that
Okay,
with
yeah.
Dave.
So you know
Yeah.
firsthand then. Okay, it
Yeah.
used to be called Fuego del Mar, which was like so much better. Like they used to give us like free food and
Yeah.
like it was like these tacos. Oh my gosh.
Oh
Anyhow, bro,
look who's
one of,
watching.
one of the nights. You said what?
Look who's watching. It's Dave McCuca. He said, "Yes, sir."
Dang, what's good? Well, one of the
Green
nights
Dave.
that Dave was performing with his band, and I was performing as well, I was tripping balls on acid. And I remember I was freaking out because I told the band, like, yo, look, like, they're like, no, you'll be good, like, you're fine. Bro, like, I felt like my neck was, like, wobbling. The crowd's face was, like, I was like, nah, 10 out of 10 would not recommend. And the Green Day shit was just, like, I don't know. Funny enough, I wasn't that nervous about that. When we were young, I was a lot more nervous about that.
I get that because like the Green Day thing, like that's just more of a confidence thing. You got this. But then when we were young, it's all these bands. It's not just Green Day, Rancid, and Smashing Pumpkins. It's everyone.
That
Everyone
and we
you
were
grew
like
up listening to.
opening. We opened the show up as well. So I during luckily like for us during our like set, there weren't any other bands playing, but that also was kind of a nerve wracking thing because like
yeah.
everyone who was there was like
Was that your first stadium?
You said what?
No,
Was that your
Green
first-
Day was.
Okay,
Green Day was
good.
the first.
Green Day was.
Green
Oh
Day
no, it was. Okay, so I get why you'd be a little nervous.
Yeah.
McCuca said pulling a Carlos Santana.
Yeah, literally. No. When I watched his story about that when he was talking about like I think it was like Woodstock or something, and 100% true. Like the neck of your guitar will do that like little spaghetti thing if you are tripping balls. Yeah.
That's funny because my dad saw him at Woodstock. Him and Hendrix. I'm jealous.
Dude, what? Oh yeah, no,
My
dude.
dad's 75, and he was so close to Jimmy that when Jimmy said we meet again, my dad thought he was talking to him, and he was talking to everyone. But like I've heard the we meet again. It's kind of beautiful, honestly. Yeah, Hendrix is a huge influence on me, and he doesn't get enough love. He lived in Daytona for a little while.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
for real.
Yeah,
That's insane.
that's what I've heard from like women that like were upset that he fucked their friends. But who cares? He was a rock star.
He was. That was that light, man. In the '60s. Come on now.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
free
so
love,
sorry,
man.
bro. What was your answer? What was your favorite dude?
Oh no, you're good. I was just vibing, bro.
Yeah, we got into the fucking thing.
I'm sorry.
No, I think it was the the Gibson hollow body Les Paul. That was really awesome. I used that for the bridge, and I used to layer that with the Jim Atkins Telecaster. That was pretty cool.
Ooh, that sounds like two nice tones coming together. I don't know if you all saw my guitar, but the black one I play, it's been modded a lot, and I think it belonged to Ronnie Earl because the guitar case has a crew sticker on it. But it's a 1957 Gibson ES 125, but it's ebony. They were all vintage Sunburst, so this thing's cut.
Wow.
Yeah.
I paid $900 for it at a place called Music Go Round in Natick, Massachusetts in 2017, and
I love these to go around.
Yeah. Been the music around.
Really? Yeah, I bought it
Yeah,
there.
we have one in
I had
Georgia.
them-
Yeah.
I had them hold it for a week,
Georgia.
right? And like I had the money, I just had to wait to check for it. So it was coming in the mail, and they're like, "Yo, we can't hold this guitar anymore." I was like, "Please, just hold it one more day. I'm coming with the money, I promise." And yeah, I've had it ever since. It's the most beautiful guitar I've ever had. The 1957 Gibson. Like, how are you gonna get that deal for $900? Like, gotta hop on that. If you
Bro,
have-
if we're talking about guitars, bro, hold on, bro. I'm about to pull this shit out. So this shit
Yes.
right here, bro. I'm a huge Beatles fan, bro. This joint right here. This is my Rickenbacker 325. This was like exactly how like John Lennon would have had it, like when he recorded the first Beatles record, did all the cavern stuff before he painted it black. You know, the Ed Sullivan Show and shit.
That
This is like
color
my
is
dream guitar.
beautiful.
Yeah, dude, I love this blonde. It's most Rickenbackers now are made
It's almost
of,
orange.
yeah, because it's alderwood. Like a lot of the
Yeah.
ones now are made of maple, so they're a lot lighter and like they have like they're an inch and a half thick instead of the 2 inches thick and semi hollow. But
wow.
yeah, this is and the fifth knob. But yeah, this is all like pretty much how it would have been exactly in '58 when he first got it and shit.
I bet that sounds amazing, man.
It does. It absolutely does. And it's hollow. Like it's weird because it looks like a solid body, but it's a hollow body and it's so light and it's very tiny. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome. Makuka said he has a friend that played in Hendrix's band. That's awesome, Dave.
That
I
is
mean, I
sick.
believe it, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that is absolutely sick. Yeah, no, Hendrix is the GOAT. Yeah.
The GOAT. Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Right.
look at everything Stevie Ray Vaughan did. His entire guitar playing style.
Stevie!
He just
Oh
stole it
my
from Hendrix and just made it
gosh,
faster.
yeah. Yeah, Stevie Ray Vaughan definitely took what Hendrix did and just like pushed it a little further.
He
Yeah.
elaborated on it. Yeah, he made
You
it
know
his
what I
own.
mean?
Yeah.
Put his own taste on it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stevie
yeah.
Ray Vaughan's another goat, man. Yeah.
But you can tell he had love for Jimmy, you know?
Of course.
I-
Of course. I mean, he covered a lot of Jimmy's stuff, so.
Yeah, and I love that Jimmy, like Bob Dylan gave Jimmy All Along the Watchtower. Jimmy didn't ask for it.
Bob
Dylan gave that to him.
Bob Dylan did a lot for the culture that a lot of people don't even realize. He's the one that first introduced the Beatles to drugs.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, the Beatles had only smoked cigarettes, and like the first time they ever smoked pot was with Bob Dylan, and
Wow.
you know, yeah.
They were like,
I'm definitely gonna smoke some pot a little bit myself. So I love pot. Good on Bob Dylan for introducing the Beatles to pot.
Of course.
Shout out Bob
Legendary
Dylan.
moment.
He's still alive.
Yeah, he is. Yes,
How
he
the
is.
fuck
Still
did he outlive everyone?
pot. It's
There you
pot.
go.
Yeah.
It's
There you
pot.
go.
Yeah.
You know what
Here
I
at the
mean?
Dreaming Insomniacs, the podcast, we endorse pot.
Yeah, it's the podcast.
The podcast. You know, honestly, the Dreaming Insomniacs wouldn't have so many albums if it weren't for pot.
That's
There we
sense.
go.
Yeah, neither
Like-
you know.
I go on a crazy music tirade, making a bunch of music when I'm smoking weed. I have weed to thank for all the productivity. It's just because it chills my anxiety down. I have ADHD so bad I get disability. So it's not even a joke. So like for me to calm down and chill to get creative takes a lot. So the pot that allows me to get there, and then I'm way more centered. I also meditate. That's good stuff too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you guys are on the road, you got to meditate. 432 hertz music, that's gonna save your ass
Yeah.
if you don't already do it.
I will tune my guitar to that sometimes.
Yes, dude. I want to make the standard of releases 432. People will be less angry.
Ooh. That would
Ah.
be nice. That would be nice, man. That would
Yeah.
be nice.
Let's do it. Let's start releasing music at 432. Why not? Or at least have options. Like also the 432 version.
440 word.
Yeah. A is at the frequency of 440 hertz. That's a standard, but if you 432 is still at A technically, but it's flat.
It's in between. Yeah, it's in between E flat and E standard.
Yeah.
The exact.
I used to always like fiddle with that as a kid, like with my
Yeah.
guitar. Cause like I was like, oh yeah, I want to like in between E and E flat. I just always loved that sound, but I didn't
Yeah.
like register that it was like, you know, yeah.
The Buddhist monks Om in 432. The Om. Yep. So there you go. It causes peace and calm. It's better for sleep. That's why I don't think changing the standard to it would necessarily work. But as long as artists like release the 432 version alongside it, then there's
That'd
options.
be hard. I think maybe for slow songs, like maybe like could you imagine the Everly Brothers? All I have to do is dream.
Oh my God. Yes.
Ah,
All
that'd
of
be
their
insane.
stuff. All of their stuff. And even the Billy Joe Nora Jones one in 432. That would
Yeah.
sound really cool. I'd love that.
Yeah, no, 100%.
So my next question for you guys, it leads in to hit songs, right? How does it feel to already have 2 major hit singles already? I said already twice.
Jeez. I mean pretty cool because like, you know, like I said, I like you know, a lot of these songs, not a lot, all these songs like written from like, you know, real experiences, be them mine or other people's, but you know, taking something that like, you know, just me and my friends were just kind of enjoying privately to ourselves and like knowing that like, you know, so many people out there, you know, relate to it or, you know, enjoy it or just like listening to it, like means the absolute world for me as a writer, you know, that's all we want. So
Amen. I could not agree more, brother. Same. So I'm gonna applaud that. That's a great answer.
thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Do you guys also want to answer? Do you want to add to that?
Shit. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, they basically selling that shit up. You know, that's the dream of an artist. You know, to have a lot of people listen to your record and like your record. You know, I mean, as a real musician, we do it for the love of doing it.
That's what it's
That-
about.
That recognition, you know, it does feel good. You know,
100%, yeah.
It does feel
Yeah.
good.
Well, because now you can do what you love and not give that up, and then also
Exactly.
survive off of it too.
That's the best part. That's the best
Right.
part. You don't gotta clock
But
in anymore.
the thing is, though, you guys have blown up. You're famous, and you haven't let it get to your heads. You're still
thank
the
you, man.
people
Thank
you
you.
are, and I love that.
I
That's
appreciate
leading an
it.
example. You guys are leading the example, and I want everybody watching this to pay attention to this because that's fucking beautiful.
Oh, thank you, man. That means the world. That means the world. At the end of the day, bro, we're just, dude that like to make, they just like to, as the memes would say, we're just some chill guys that like to make music. I like to make some music.
And play video games.
Yes.
Yeah, and play with ourselves. Yeah.
Most important.
Well, we're all guys, so that makes sense, Or have our girlfriends play with us.
There you go.
No, they can't do it as well.
Yeah, right. We only know the best way, right?
You know what I
Right?
mean?
Yeah. That's so funny. Oh my god. Oh my
Little
god.
bromance, little bromance.
All right. So, what are some signs that let you guys know of your coming rise to fame before it happened?
Man, that's a hard question because it's so crazy because when we look at it, we've been a band coming up on like 6 months now, damn near. I guess like technically because we started the accounts July 1st of this year.
Oh wow.
So it really did happen like
So
very fast. It was like we started the accounts about a week later, we were at like 30K. And then on TikTok, it was growing through the lives and stuff. It's pretty easy to grow on there.
Oh, yeah.
Lives are the hack. If you get to 1,000 followers, go live and if you stay consistent with it, you will build. But Instagram's a little bit harder.
Instagram's harder.
We posted some stuff, but there was like one day, I mean, we got like 60K followers in a day. I mean, and I think I like to this day, like I keep my Instagram notifications off because it's like constant.
Too much. Yeah.
Yeah, but it just happened so fast. I mean, I'd say like Billy, I think it was Dave Brownsound might have been the first one to like notice us. He liked our post and like followed us, and that I freaked out about that. Then Billy Joe liked our stuff, and then he followed us and my personal account.
Yeah.
And
He,
we started talking.
songs of yesterday now live in the underground, right?
Yo, it was wild because prior to that, 2 months before, I started working at a vape shop, and I just like started getting like heavier into Green Day because I was like, I'm gonna say this, I am very new to the pop punk world, like as a whole. I got into this 2 years ago, right before like Tom joined back in Blink, like a month or two before, like just
You got
great
into it at
timing.
a good time.
Great
At a good
timing,
yeah.
But I just got into it just from like YouTube and stuff. And I was watching Rick Beato's videos breaking down like what's my age again, and that taught me like how to like make my own songs and stuff in that genre. But like I said, getting into that stuff like definitely got me. And then like getting into Green Day heavy right before, I was just learning 2,000 Light Years Away and listening to the Kerplunk album, and then all that stuff, and really diving into Dookie.
There's some
And
great
everything.
deep cuts on Kerplunk. Like
No, really,
Android.
like it's such a good album.
No
And
one knows. Oh.
no, and it's insane because like it literally wasn't even like a month later I was talking to the guy who made all this stuff.
crazy.
That little last riff on Basket Case and never knew how to play it. And I had messaged him, like we'd been following each other for a few days, and I was like, look, bro, I debated on what the fuck I was gonna text you, but I have one thing to ask. How do I play that last riff? And he just sent me a video, bro, on his acoustic and showed me how to do it. So I know how to play it.
Really?
Yes.
I
Yes.
love that. Because you know what? About 5 years ago, I made contact with their engineer, Chris Dugan. Shout out to Chris Dugan. We love you,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
He just responded to my DMs last night because we played our last show and we played it because they approved a cover license for us to do Macy's Day Parade this year. So they made contact back finally this year. But Billy's known who I am for like 5 years. So the fact that he does this and he's that real person,
yeah,
just confirms it. Because like, I mean, I've given them a lot of money and I don't regret it. But like,
no,
it's just,
100%.
it comes full circle. You know what I mean? I love it. It's fucking.
It literally does. And he's such a down to earth guy.
Yo, you want to hear some cheeky shit? When so the way they confirmed it, because weirdly enough, like Father of All, I thought it was interesting they were wearing something on stage because that's the thing we do, and it's not like we invented it. We didn't. But that was around the time where me and Chris Dugan made contact, and he wished me luck in audio engineering school, right? So like, of course he showed Billy my music, what was going on. So fucking wearing sunglasses on stage at the Game Awards. It's all about like exposing the evil shit in the industry, which part of our music is like that too. And like they're like one take songs and it's 26 minutes. So they beat us on our formula and our time. 10-track albums. That's what we were doing. So like it was interesting. So that happened, and then on Saviors on the title track on the bridge, everyone's asleep but nobody's dreaming. We got all the fiction that's worth believing. It's referencing the band name and a song, but it comes from the album Insomniac. So when Pinhead Gunpowder just put out their new album, Billy's Side Project, right? I ordered a CD from 1234 Goat Records. All I ordered was a CD. They sent me a poster, a sticker, and this picture of them performing in '95. You know, the year Insomniac came out. I don't know if you can.
Oh,
Really...
that's hard, dude.
Yeah. So is that? I know it's Billy.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's kind of like fucking up,
Yeah, the
but
green screen's messing it up.
yeah. Oh, there it is. That's a little better.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, that's the year Insomniac came out, so that's just a. You know
No,
what I mean?
that is sick, bro. And I mean, he's such a down to earth guy because you know they
Yeah.
always say don't meet your heroes. But
Yeah.
I can say genuinely, I've gotten to damn near talk to everybody like that is a hero of mine, like Travis Barker, Derek Whibley, like Ian and Cyrus from Newfound Glory,
Love it.
Simple Plan.
Simple play.
They are amazing guys as well, super nice. We
Even
love them.
Dan Estrin for Hoobastank.
Yeah, from
Oh yeah, dude, that
Anthony
Simple Plan
Green.
thing you guys did with them, the reel was so
Yeah.
funny. The What's New Scooby Doo one, that was so.
Oh, thank you, man. Yeah,
I loved
yeah.
it. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, dude, we're all.
That's the thing about Hollywood. Like, part of it sucks, and there's some bad people in it, but like a lot of the people are good too. It's like any other industry, right?
Yeah.
So like, if there are some people that are your heroes, just remember they're people. So don't think they're anything more than people.
Yeah.
But they're successful people, so show them respect. But just know that it's not always going to be a bad experience. Sometimes it will be. I guarantee you, if you meet Taylor Swift, it's not going to go well. No shade to Taylor, but I'm just saying, I've heard that she likes to have her room temperature water at all times from people who've worked for her.
Yeah.
You know?
No, you know.
Whenever Ice Spice get along so well, the boss, dude.
No,
So just,
Yeah,
I love that. You know, it's not don't meet your heroes. It's just pick the right heroes.
got you. No,
That's
we,
facts.
you know, we met.
We got
We
the
met.
right
We talked to Joel Madden.
Shout out.
He's so cool. We have a group chat with him.
Good show.
We have one with Lil Nas X.
Yo, tell Nas I fucking love him. I appreciate him.
All right, say less, bro. We will definitely let him know. We'll send him this, bro, for
Yeah.
sure. 100%. Nah,
Fucking
we
love him.
but yeah,
He
we
knew
were
how to
talking
tell those
Joel.
evangelicals, fuck you. Shut up.
Dude, no,
And you know what?
he
And
is
you know
so
what?
cool, bro.
I'll say it right now. God still loves him even if he's gay. All that bullshit was
Of
the
course,
Bible
of
changed.
course.
The Bible was
Look, man,
changed.
the creator made
Creator
us all in
pedophiles.
his image.
Creator hates pedophiles, not gays. So that was just
That's
a
true.
changed text.
That's true. That's big facts, bro. That's a
Yeah, get back. God dang.
There was nah, dude, but like yeah, but talking to Joel, he gave some great advice because I'd have like some late night combos. Late night for me, not so much for him because he's 3 hours in the past. But
There you go.
we just would talk though, and he had said stay away from drugs and don't let women ruin you. And just
Motorcycle.
stay close to close to earth, and not to forget, like, not to like lose self-worth in ourselves, like realize that it's no one that can like wave a magic wand, like it's us that got us to where we are. Billy Joe, all these people are taking the time to like reach out and talk with us and like work with us and help us, like because they see something. So like just to stay true and just like keep working on that. And
That is great.
Best advice, man. Yeah, best
That
advice.
is literally and you know what? You sharing that, people are going to appreciate that. People are going
I
to
hope
talk.
so, man. Pass it forward. Oh,
Amen.
by the way, pass it next person.
That's what it's all about. Pay it
Oh,
forward.
yeah.
I mean, I put the messages into the music. I literally make therapy out of the music. You'll start one of our albums and end up in a better place by the end of it.
Music is therapy, bro. Music is 100%. It's therapy for us, and it's therapy for the listener. It's a beautiful thing.
And that's what unifies us all together. One with the crowd, one with the people. The unconditional force of love connecting us all, like we said before. That's what God is, right? You know what I mean? So it's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, my next question you already answered, and that was how did opening for Green Day change your perspective on this? So I can't ask that because we already went there. But the one after that is perfect because we already kind of touched into it a little bit, the topic of it. What prepared you guys for When We Are Young Fest 2024?
Yeah, he's right. Practice, lots and lots of practice.
And masturbation.
Drilling in, definitely a lot of
Masturbation.
masturbation, definitely. But
It's on your tricks, Leland.
Oh, my trick. Hey,
that's how he play. That's how he's been fashion.
Oh
No,
my god.
I learned from the best. Tom DeLonge actually gave the best advice. To play fast is to keep masturbating.
He's right. And he's
sounds
right.
like
I'm
something
not
he
gonna
said.
lie,
I play punk rock really fast and good.
you know.
Nah,
So
dude.
I've been up in my ants.
There's weeks where Longview's my anthem.
You know, hey.
You know, it took me years to understand what that name meant. Longview, like the view is long.
Oh,
Looking down at
yeah, bro. I just learned something. I just something today myself, bro. Hell yeah.
What?
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
No way.
Right
No
there.
way, bro. There's no
Hey,
way.
bro, I'm just saying. I'm
How
just
did they get
saying.
away with that?
You said what?
How did they get away with that? And the radio edit has some shit slipped in there too. So
I mean, probably the same way Blink got away with it. Take off your pants and jacket.
Yo, I swear to
thinking
God,
about that, bro. I was
my
like,
sis-
take off your pants and jacket. Like, yeah.
what about I want to fuck a dog in the ass? That's another one.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yo,
Talking about that.
I have a funny story about that. I was dropping Percy home after I think it was like what after practice I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, yo, Percy, I gotta show you this song. And it's like I had to show him the bonus track. I was like, yo, just listen and just vibe out. I want to fuck the dog in the ass. Percy's like, oh my
That's like
god.
trying to introduce somebody to Eminem.
What did he say? What did he say?
Bro, it's sure.
Yo, that's like trying to introduce somebody to Eminem with Fack, who's never listened to Eminem. That's great. That's funny.
No, but to answer your question though, I'll definitely say performances because one thing that I will pride ourselves in, I don't like to, stroke our dick too much, but I will say we are very tight, very together, and we did very fast. I'm sure all the people out there, remember we had a drummer before Percy. Shout out to Dion. We love you, Dion. And but he was our original drummer, and it seems so long you going through everything, but like now that we have this time where like everything's kind of like on lax mode,
Holiday
until-
season.
yeah, you know what I mean, until the next month, like it's
Merry
really
Christmas
allowed-
and happy holidays, by the way.
Oh, thank you as well, man. Happy Hanukkah if you're Jewish, but we
Hey, Kwanzaa.
happy Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa. But no, we
Are we missing anything?
I don't know. We could say Happy Christmas for the British people.
Yeah, there we go. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas, eh? Cheerio. No, but we
Spotty, you bloody wanker.
I need a correct. You wanker, you.
Bloody
Oh no, we gotta stop. They won't let us play over there. If we keep making fun of them.
I would be so disappointed.
They won't let us play over there if we keep making fun of them. The English don't like that.
I know,
Even
bro.
though
They
they
got
do it
you.
to us.
I want to go there, man. I want to. I want to
Me
see
too.
Happy Road Studios.
Yeah, right. Oh,
I want to
there.
play Leeds. I want to play Leeds and reading festival.
That would
Yeah,
be
Reading. Yep.
Oh, Reading. Oh, my fault. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I said I go back and forth. Tomato, whatever. It's Reading.
No, to answer your question, yeah, we just jam packed in a lot fast. Like we ended up having Percy in the band like 2 weeks in, and this was like before we had done any shows. So we practiced together literally for like a week, and then we had our first show, which was a house show for Punk Black, which is an organization out here. Shout out to Punk Black. And then we opened for Jack White. The week
Nice.
after that, then the week after that, we did. Was it another house show?
I think so.
Another house show. And this house show, Lil Nas X came out to this one.
Yeah, sure.
Shout out
I
to
think I
Montero.
saw the clips from that. I totally
Yeah.
saw that. Yeah.
Cause he came over to my shitty apartment I was living in at the time, and out in Marietta, and he came out there, and we went over his song "That's What I Want." That's what we were playing with him at his sister's wedding, and he wanted to hear our stuff, so we showed him our stuff, and he was like, "Yo, like that's so cool! Like y'all are doing a house show, like this week." We were like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right, I'll pop out," and he did, and showed up, had a good time. Then after that, obviously we did the wedding, And then I believe it was the Green Day. We opened for Green Day after that.
The show I was at.
You said what?
I was there.
Yeah, that was yeah. So that was where you first saw us. We did that, and then we did the thing with Simple Plan like a week or two after that, and that was after we got signed to, or we got signed to CAA right before
CAA.
CAA was before the Green Day thing. CAA is our agency. Shout out to them.
Cool.
They're amazing.
Shout out CAA.
Yeah,
I've heard of
they're,
CAA.
Yeah, the Green Day, Blink, Simple Plan, like they're all under them. Yeah,
I believe CAA is the biggest one.
probably.
I believe so. That's why I've heard of it.
Nah,
I'm not even. Yeah.
They're legit, but yeah, they wound up hitting us up, and we got on with them before the Green Day thing even happened. But then they got us linked in with Simple Plan, and damn, I went so off fucking topic, bro. But to answer your question, I would say all those, and definitely the Green Day thing prepared us for when we were young because we had never played like a stage near that big. Like you're going from like house shows in a fucking bedroom. Even the Jack White thing was like a 500 room venue. So like it was hot. It was hot as fuck.
Yeah.
So we're going from like hot.
Oh
like,
my
small-
God. I got a story about that. I had a friend who played with Jack White. I'm not going to name them out of respect.
Okay.
But
Hell yeah. Bro.
They were actually pretty upset with Jack because Jack made the whole band wear a full double-breasted like suit in the hot sun in Florida at a show. Yeah. Yeah, it was mandatory.
Yeah, part of
It
his
was
band.
mandatory.
He was like Jack's band. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how Jack is. I get it, but at the same time, if it's like too hot, maybe like make substitutions to the suit.
I will say to talk about Jack White. When I met Jack White, it was amazing.
It froze. Did we lose the connection? Okay, I'm still here. Gonna have to message them. Just bear with me one moment, please. Not sure. Froze. Oh, there we go.
Phone
You
died.
guys figured, no, it's okay. I'm sorry. I was like, what happened? I don't know, but I'm glad I kept it going. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We can't help that. Phone dies. That's that.
Be like that.
Yeah.
No,
be like
that's
that.
it. Yeah, answer your question though. Yeah, I'd say just like a combination during those shows. The Green Day thing gave us like, what we needed to like know how to work like a larger stage like that.
No
But,
in-ears. We have no in-ears. Just
yeah, we never use any. It's just wedges. Yeah.
Oh my. Oh my.
Yeah.
Wait, I have a question about those like big rig in-ears. Do you hear your vocals in those? Can they put the mix in there?
We haven't used in-ears, but for the wedges, yes, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when we did both When We Were Young and the Green Day thing, I heard myself better than I do at small venues we play. Like, yeah.
Thinking about that the other night. I'm glad I asked that. That's interesting. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it's like on
Glad
the
that they
drum
had that
stand.
option.
So sorry.
No, you good. I was on the drum stand, I was on an elevated thing, and it was shaking a little bit, and my entire wedge like fell off like where it was.
First
at.
day.
I didn't even notice. Only time I noticed is when Sound Dude came on to put it back, and I was like, damn, that shit fell out.
Yeah, because I'll say like up there, it's the one thing that's different from like smaller venues is like it is kind of sometimes hard to hear yourself through like the wedges in those places, but you're kind of good because you're all like right next to each other.
Yeah.
So I can just hear them. But in those big spaces, like the reverberation in like a fucking arena is different because like just as like test for like the kick, it'd be like boom, 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 boom.
Right. Yeah.
So
There's a
everything
natural
in time,
echo.
it's like off. Like you know what I mean? So you have to rely on the wedges, but you can hear yourself well, and like they'll have you like say what you want. So like I'll get like mostly my vocal, my guitar, his kick, and like some of his bass and everything. But you could like they adjust it for each of our wedges. So
I love that. So,
Yeah.
and to add a little piece of advice for young musicians out there, always make friends with the sound guy. That's
definitely, definitely.
That's your best friend.
Your best friend.
Best
bro.
friend.
Yeah, they will make or break your show, 100%.
and they can break it if you're mean to them.
You don't want them to cut you off in the middle of your set now. Like,
Make you sound like shit and bomb you, because that can
That's
happen
another
too.
thing too. Word of advice: big arenas like that, they don't play about time. They don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. You could be Green Day, they will cut your shit off.
I learned the hard way.
They don't care. Like, you have to be on your time. If you have 25 minutes, bro, you got 25 minutes. So like a lot of times when we have like shit that's more strict like that, we'll rehearse like with a timer to see like with banter and everything. Like,
Does
how
that
much
include
time-
pick up and tear down, or just 25 minutes to perform?
25 minutes to perform, because generally like they'll have like, you know, backlines. So like our stuff's usually just like, it's usually we just run up and play. It's just shit's just set up for us.
Okay,
Generally, yeah. So
that's
you just run up and play, then you leave, and
That-
yeah, that's usually turned down and set up for you.
that's a good answer. I'm glad I asked that question because I was curious. It's so different in that environment compared to like a small bar. Like we just played a place called Cinematique Theater in Daytona Beach on Beach Street last Saturday, and
Oh yeah.
it holds about like 50 people. My friend used a head counter app, and there's like 53 people there. People from the audio engineering school I go to at Daytona State. Shout out to Scott Velasco, Nick Nicely, and Matthew Forsyth. They're all great professors. They've all worked in the industry for years.
Hell yeah.
People that I didn't invite came to the show, and it was sold out. Like that was my first ever sold out show, and I've been doing this for 10 years as this band. So it's crazy.
That's beautiful, bro.
And
Now,
that's
that
just a
is
small
beautiful.
venue, but like the sound was a hard time because we didn't have a sound guy. They didn't even have a PA system there. So somebody brought the PA system. My sax guy went through the mic, and I had my vocals running through a vocal pedal with a minor pitch correction. It's a little bit of delay and a little bit of reverb on it, and that was it. Running through my Fishman Loudbox Mini. That thing's fucking loud, man. Dookie Drive, obviously. I use the MXR Dookie Drive.
Yeah.
It's a great pedal, best pedal ever. I have the first rendition of it. You can't even get anymore. Actually,
yeah.
I feel like a dick because I gave it to Dave Makuka, for a gift. And then, like, he's like, oh, I can't take this. So if you ever want it back, like, I'll give it back to you. And I was like, yeah, I kind of want it back. At one point.
That's real. No, that's legit, man. No, we definitely. I think like what was crazy talking about like, you know, that show, I'd done like, you know, performances and stuff because I was doing a lot of solo stuff before like, you know, I started the band. I'd had the idea for the band for I'd say probably like a good 2 years, you know. My plan was just at first just to make a pop punk band, and then the more I started thinking about it, I was like, bro, if I made this like an all black thing, like this would like hit because it would catch people's attention, you know, and it would you know, I think also for people that are like us, you know, a lot of black kids that grew up in the suburbs that don't fit the stereotype really for what, you know, a black person or black kid should be, you know, that you're not alone, bro. Like there's plenty of people like us, and you're not weird. The world is weird.
Damn
You know,
right. Oh my
at the
God.
end
I
of the
never
day,
heard it
they're
said
weird.
better.
Anyone who says that, you know, you should, I don't know, act, dress, talk, walk, whatever, a certain way just because of how you look is stupid. That's like me saying you can't listen to hip hop. You need to listen to freaking real music. Listen to that country music. That's what you can listen to.
And Eric, what do we tell those people?
Not none of that rap.
What do we tell those people? Those naysayers. We tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, fuck you, bro. Nah, but you know, I was doing a lot of like solo stuff, and funny enough, like yeah, it was hard, bro. I had a lot of people like telling me that, you know, when I was getting into punk rock, like, oh, people are gonna want to listen to that, or you're black, you can't do that. You need to do like R&B or something. But you know, I said, fuck
Someone once
exactly.
told me
I said
I'm-
middle finger to them. Fuck it, this is me. I'm gonna do me. But you know, when the first show we did, it was a house show, and we had like, I don't even remember. It was like over 60 people that had like showed up, maybe like 70, 80, close to, you know what I mean? Yeah, showed up from Instagram that we never met, drove, you know, hours just to like watch us play our first show. Yeah,
I love
bro,
that.
that was getting me, bro. Like teenage girls, they're
Oh my.
yeah, they're parents like, yeah, my daughter asked me to bring her.
That's great.
You
That's
know,
great.
but it's crazy.
You already
like,
had
you know, and-
fans. Even before you blew up, you had fans.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
it was beautiful, man. It was
Yeah,
definitely
those
beautiful.
little shows are the best. My brother saw Green Day in 2001 in like Boston in like a small bar, and he said that
I
was the
was
best.
born that year.
That's crazy. I'm a little bit older. I'm 28, so I was born in '96. But
Okay.
but yeah, my brother Brad saw Green Day at a bar in Boston in like '01, and he said it was the best Green Day show he's ever been to, and he's been to the arena shows too.
Because I'm gonna tell
Those
you
intimate
something.
shows are the best.
Oh, they are, bro. We did this show in Florida, bro, in Palm Beach. And it was like it was at this tiny venue, but we got, but like I said, a bunch of people from Instagram to come out. Some people, shout out to the band Reverse Oreo. Right? They came out, they were at the Green Day show, they came out, they helped us set up and tear down our shit. We were spoiled, man. I ain't gonna hold
That
you.
band
Like
name,
having
dude.
to set up our fucking gear.
I
Was kinda
can't with that
crazy.
band name. That's so
Reverse.
funny.
Okay, bro. Hold up, because their drummer is black, and then it's like two white guys, and like, and that's why they're Reverse Oreo, and it is the black guy who came up with the name,
I
I'm friends with
can't.
that bass
I
player.
can't.
right?
That's so funny. I love it.
But they are Reverse Oreo.
Shout out
Truly.
to Reverse Oreo. I am not making fun of your name. That
No,
just makes me laugh
like
good.
they are
That's great.
amazing, bro.
That's a great band name.
But they helped us set up and tear down our shit, so that goes a long fucking way.
Damn right.
And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like I said, we got spoiled, man. Like we were used to like, just having the shit there. We just come in, plug in our guitars, play, leave.
Get in, get
That's
out.
it. You know what I mean? But we had to set up, tear down everything. It was like, but you know
To
what I
be
mean?
real,
We did that
I kind of
shit,
do that. I do
and
that at shows.
they helped us out, man. So big shout out to them. And
I love it.
but yeah, dude, we did that shit, and it was an hour long. I remember people were just giving me drinks on stage. I ended up in the middle of dump weed. I ended up just putting my guitar down and just moshing. Before I was like, I'm so fucked up and plastered. I'm like, wait, I gotta sing this. I hear Zealand like, I need a girl that I can change. I was like, wait, that's my part. I gotta get this.
Yeah.
I was having too much fun.
There's your Billy Joe influence. You know how many times he's done that where he's hopped in the crowd and like, oh shit, I gotta get back to stage.
Hey, bro, like I believe it. I believe it. Nah, Billy's my spirit animal, man.
Hey, same, man.
Man.
I wouldn't be playing music if it weren't for them.
Oh, facts, nah, big facts. This dude right here. So that show, our first hour show, we got 6 songs left. We're in the middle of Caitlyn. And all of a sudden, like the snare's just gone. Like I don't hear any snare. So I turn around and he's just like, there's like he just busted through the snare and playing.
Oh my god.
So he put the other side that busted the resonator head. So he's like, what the fuck are we gonna do? We got 6 songs left. So he's like, we're trying to get tape. He tapes the head back together. First hit or two, busted. All the tapes gone. So he
Like
ends up
everything's
just
going
tightening
wrong.
the half of the head that's still intact as tight as he can, and just played with that shit. Finished out the show.
What happened at the end?
That is DIY punk rock right there. That's what
That's
is.
Zealand fucking tackles.
He
his
played guitar, shut it down, and he just fucking jumps into
Yeah,
it.
this motherfucker said,
Loves his guitar too much. Hey, as a guitarist, I gotta respect, man. I gotta respect. I can't knock you for that, Zealand.
Yeah, he's like, had to put that down.
I had to, man.
That's
like,
That's awesome.
because I can't just throw it. I can't just go in the store and just buy this shit, you know? Like
No,
I had to
no.
literally sit like a duck until somebody put that shit on listing. So I can't just go up and be like, I'm gonna get another Creepy and Blue SGX. Like no, like
Yeah,
hard.
no, I get it, man. I gave away a 1987 Guild D46 made in Westerly, Rhode Island, a year before I got that 1957 Gibson. Because at 19, I hitchhiked to Missouri. I gave up all my material possessions and went off on my own. And I had to give it away. I had to go. I couldn't. I wasn't. I had to spend a night in a shelter in Boston. I wasn't going to bring that with me. Someone would have stolen it. And there was a special needs guy, and he was like, "Oh my God, is that Guild? I have a Gibson." And I'm a little special needs, but he was more severe than me. I was like, I looked at him. I looked at the guitar. I looked at him. I looked at the guitar. I was like, "You want it?" And I was like, "Take it." My Uncle Bill, rest his soul, Bill Body, he gave me that guitar for my graduation gift. He got that back in the 80s. He was pissed. And I told him, don't worry, it will come back. So a year later, when I have $900 and I can buy a 1957 Gibson, I've hung on to that shit for 7 years and I keep it in tight grasp. So I don't, like I said, I can't judge Zealand for putting his guitar down gently and not letting it get hurt. I know it's a
No,
bit long-winded, but
Fuck that.
I
Tell you gonna break my shit, you gonna break your shit too.
I have the utmost love for my guitar. It was like I said, it was right before the Tom DeLonge Strat reissues came out. So like the old ones were like 2K, and I was not about to pay that for a fucking made in Mexico Strat.
are you serious for a Mexican Strat?
Yeah,
What?
it was like those shits were going for like $2,000. This is
The
like when
most
I
I would
first got
spend
into
is
Blake.
600. That's the
So
most I
I was like, fuck that, bro. I fucking went on Facebook. Some dude was like selling, and I didn't know what it was at the time, but it looked like a Tom DeLonge, had the single pickup, the single knob, and he had painted that shit by like hand. And he like strung it left-handed, but it was a right-handed guitar.
Hmm.
So I took it, I bought it off him for $200. I stripped all the paint off, spent like 3 days painting it, did the blue under it, then I taped it off, did the stripe, and I did the matching headstock. And I have a Mustang logo on there. A lot of people ask about it. It's like, is it a neck? No, it's a Strat neck. I just like the competition logo. I just thought it looked cool. So
I
put it on
respect
there.
that. Hey, I
And
got a friend who has a Mac that has PC hardware in it. He
yeah, you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's just
That's kinda
fucking,
crazy.
it just looks cool, bro. Like, you know what you like. So you just put the best shit together. So I put that together for $200. Put a Seymour Duncan in there. It has a push-pull pot. But yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, we got a comment.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate you, Caden. I appreciate you, dog.
Oh, we got another one. What's up, Cal L Daily? Shout out to Caden Roscoe and Cal L
Hello.
Daily.
Dream a little dream.
I'm just supposed to go live on the Instagram so people are.
Oh,
Thank you. We probably should have done it on Instagram. It would have been way more people.
I ain't gonna lie, yeah, bro. It's like,
Sorry.
yeah.
But
It's all good.
I could put clips on Instagram. I could put clips on Instagram, tag y'all in it, and then I'll do some clips of this after it's done. And
That'd be nice, yeah, dude. I was like, yeah, do the what's it called, the collab shit.
yeah, exactly, yeah, because then it goes on everyone's profiles. Samara Burke says, "Hi, when is your next show in Atlanta, Georgia?"
The 22nd. 22nd, we're opening Cartel. It is sold out though. We're sorry, it literally just sold out while we were on the while we were on this.
Congrats!
It had just sold out. But yeah, man. Shout out to Cartel. Talking about when we were young again. That was such a crazy experience. The wildest weekend of my life, because it was like we showed up, we played, we played again the second day, and then they were like, we had to do it. We did an interview with AP, and we did an interview with Hot Topic as well. So that was cool. And then obviously, yeah, we got to meet so many heroes. But yeah, Cartel was one of the bands that we met out there, and yeah, we're
I kept running into Will countless of times.
like, no, it was insane. Like, you would literally just be chilling because like you have these artist trailers. Like Simple Plan was like across from us. Newfound Glory was like behind us.
That's what Professionals was right next door to us.
Okay, yeah,
They put you in a
Mayday
really
Parade was
good
like
spot.
right there. So like Jimmy Eat World was like there. Pierce for like it was crazy, bro. Like
When I saw Green Day in 05, Jimmy Eat World opened for them, so I got to see Green Day and Jimmy Eat World together.
that is a beast of a lineup, and that's what it was too. Because like then you're also at a music festival, but like you get to like cut through all the stuff. You don't have to go through the crowd, so you can go in the back, hop on a golf cart,
Oh, and you
just
meet
go to,
everyone.
whatever stage. Like it's so lit. But
I love that.
we had these like trailers, and they had they what's it called? They had like these like food trucks that they had these food. It was so fucking good, bro. Like, but yeah, and then we played the Punk Rock Museum after we did that, which was insane. Shout out to Masked Intruder. They are the coolest pop punk band in the world to me. Please come out of hiding. I love you guys so much.
Like Power Rangers, man.
I know they are, bro. They're so fucking cool, bro. They're the coolest. I love Masked Intruder. They're
love
like
that.
the perfect combination between like 50s doo-wop and like pop punk to me.
That is the way to do, like, because sometimes Green Day touches into that, especially with their newer stuff.
You
right?
have to, bro, because
Yeah.
all the shit, it's all the same. If you take like the fucking, it's the same shit, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Pop
Just
punk and
faster.
doo-wop.
Oh my God, I never even put those. Well, I mean, it all comes from blues if you really
It
think
does,
about it.
no, yeah, gospel and blues. When I
Yeah.
made Amani, bro, there's a song that's like, Angel Eyes, I really love you so. And I said, so you take me and break me. I hope you don't hate me. You just put some distortion on that bitch, bro,
Yo,
and it's pop
that's
punk.
funny. You know how I'd mentioned the Green Day shout out on Saviors earlier that they gave to
Yeah.
us? Lyrically, which is really fucking cool. That's better than anything I could ask for. We did a response song called Life Preserver as like a message received kind of thing. Life
Yeah.
Preserver, Saviors, right? And how I made it for our ensemble, we were learning Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood. And
Oh shit.
I've reverse engineered the chords of that to make Life Preserver. So it's a country song that turned into a pretty heavy punk song.
That's how it should be, bro. I think like that's how you truly make new shit. When you can
Yep.
take stuff from different whatever, different genres and just, put it into a new context.
Yeah.
You've essentially created something new. Yeah.
People shit on Uno Dos Tre because like Brutal Love is pretty much Bring It On Home to Me by Sam Cooke. But they got the
Yeah.
rights to do that from Sam Cooke's estate. That and halfway through that song, it turns into Billy's own thing, Billy Joe's own thing. So it's like, it's okay because it's original. It's not just a rip, but people just write it off and don't, or like write off the fact that the closing track's in Twilight, and they don't want to see how beautiful of a song The Forgotten is. The trilogy has some gems, man. Some great songs by Green Day in there. There's just a lot of them, and some of them are. I like Fuck Time. I like Nightlife, but I'm a rare breed.
Yeah, dude. I mean, hey, we all like what we like, bro. I like 60s pop music is my
Yes,
my
me too.
favorite. The Ronettes,
Yep.
the Beatles, the Beach
Beatles.
Boys, Jerry Lee Lewis, Bobby Darin, Sam
yeah.
Cooke, The Temptations, Four Tops, Martha
The
Reeves,
Doors.
The Doors, yeah, the Doors, the
Eagles,
Birds,
that 70s,
the
the Birds,
Stones.
yeah, the Stones, yep.
I mean,
Yeah, my dad's in a blues band though. My dad, his favorite band's the Stones, but my dad plays blues. Blues
Yeah,
is my
dude, no,
dad's
because
thing.
the blue people don't understand like how the '60s also was like very big. The like '60s British invasion was very tied in with like blues, and there was that resurgence of
Yep.
that classic music. So
A lot of them
people
were
like
working
Muddy
with the old
Waters
blues
too.
guys too. Yeah, Muddy Waters did a lot of things with like the English guys, a lot collabs, which I thought was cool because it brought the two worlds together.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
Yeah.
No, and it was a big thing. I mean, over in America, we know how bad it was in that time. I mean, I was raised by my great grandparents, so like my grandpa would have been my age in the '60s. So he was grew up in New York, but was drafted during Nam and spent time in the South for his training. So he knew how it was. And it was just bad. Like I said, but the thing was, for the people that were coming from England, like the Beatles and stuff, they had no problem being like, "Oh hell yeah!" Like, we listen to black artists, we love black artists. Like Motown, yeah, we love that. Like, they influenced us, which just wasn't done, at that time. But these guys had such a genuine love for it, and really did treat these guys like the gods they were, bro. Like, I'm not
Yes,
gonna
they
lie,
did.
Sam Cooke, Muddy Waters, like those are gods. Like,
The only
architects.
one that didn't was Led Zeppelin because they stole all the music and didn't credit them.
Yeah, you know what
Fuck
I mean.
Led Zeppelin for that, but they were great
After
too.
that, like they were the first ones to really like come and like I think like kind of like you said bridge that gap together, and open that up to a wider audience like that while still paying respects to the original guys who did it. And yeah, you know what I mean. Whereas a lot of other American guys at the time were just kind of like, the record label would be like, this black guy, Little Richard, he's doing a great record. Tutti Frutti. You need to record
Elvis
that.
was one. Elvis stole a bunch of shit and didn't give credit.
Big Mama
Of
Thornton.
course. Come on,
Big
dude.
Mama Thornton. She was the one who came out with the hound.
Damn right, Hound Dog. Yep.
Yeah. Come on, man. Yeah, and they would watch it, and that's what it was. But at the same time, I think it's to an extent, it's a little unfair to sometimes blame the artist. I think we blame the machine, bro. Because in a lot of senses, you got to realize, like, Elvis was a weird case where he genuinely did like black music. That was just him. But when we're talking about, wop bop blue bop wop bamboo versus wop bop blue bop wop bamboo Tutti Frutti. The dude who did that record didn't even want to do that song, bro. But the label said, Little Richard's doing this. This is hitting over here. You have a clean cut image. You're white. You're gonna do this, and it's gonna be a hit. So
Yeah.
would it really be fair to sit and like point the finger at Pat Boone or the label that he was signed to, where he contractually had to do what the hell they told him to do? You know.
I got a story for you about a movie franchise that contrasts with that. You know, Scary Movie.
Yes.
The
I'm
first
so
two were made.
sorry. I'm so sorry. I was
It's
trying to
okay.
read this question
Yeah,
real
no, I
quick.
know. If you want to do that first, I'll just make my point after. Cause
Yeah, here, give me 1 second.
yeah, no worries.
Hey, listeners, get how to get into. How did you guys start off? You're doing great. Oh, thank you, man. Literally off an idea. I had this performance that I was doing as a solo artist out in this 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 barbershop in the middle of the hood. It was hot as balls. This dude got heat exhaustion. It was horrible.
I thought
And
I
like
died.
it was so hot. But we did that. We had our friends out there, they had recorded it, and then like I said, made the accounts and like posted the stuff literally like you know the next day. We got extremely lucky, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was extremely lucky because we got such a big audience, like at an extremely fast pace. Um, you know, but I would say like the best advice that I can give, what my original plan was for all this, grind that shit out, dog. Like literally just, you know, find local stuff to play at, you know, stuff, you know, with local bands and stuff. There's so many like showcases like that. You know, find that stuff in your local area. Find your scene. Sometimes it's hard, but it exists, and
It
find it
does.
and play there and gain a core audience. Because I'll tell you, we're playing damn near like catch up to an extent because we got the hard part easy. You know, the social media presence part, we got that came. But we, you know, are now working on building, you know, a core audience of people that will pay 20, 40, 50 bucks to come out to a show if we're pulling up to their area. And that comes from, yeah, going into the scene, doing stuff. You know, it's nothing for us to go from like, yeah, opening for Green Day to like playing a house show after, because it's like it's all benefit, and like, you know, some way, shape, or form, it's eyes. It's
Any
people look at you. You
publicity is
saw
good
us at the fucking
publicity.
Green Day show.
Yes, I
You
did.
know what I mean? We made fans out there, but the same way we're gonna make fans, but probably even on a deeper level when you're doing smaller, more intimate stuff, because you can connect with people. Take the time to talk to people after, thanking people for coming out to your shit. Very, very important. Make connections, network, you know, network with bands, network with promoters, all that shit. Like, you know, that's gonna help you. 100%.
And also, unless you have a fan reaching out to you on social media that's clearly underage, don't ignore
Yeah.
your fans. If you
No,
ignore your fans, it looks bad. If you
no, not
pay
at all. And I
attention,
mean, and even with that, like you, of course, like I said, you have to, you know how to keep interactions safe and stuff like that. You know, like we have a fan. She's 14. Her name is Parker. She brought us snacks at like our last thing, and she actually drew some like cool stuff. She's a really talented artist and stuff like that. But you know, it's like, you know, just kind of like, yeah, learn to be like that. Don't be like Drake. Don't
yeah,
be like Drake.
yeah, rinse some kids another day, Drake. Fuck you.
You know what I
Fuck
mean,
you for
bro? Like,
killing
don't
X.
be like Drake, man. Don't be taking advantage of these kids, bro. That's the worst type
Damn
of
right.
person. Like, if you
Damn
do that,
right.
you're the worst trash. I'm sorry. But
Hear
you're
it from the
worst type of
Paradox
person.
themselves. Fucking A right.
I'm sorry.
As a survivor of childhood sexual abuse, I concur. Thank you.
Hey, like I said, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Not your fault. It's just part
Blessed
of
to
life.
have
man.
not, but all I can say is like I just think like to me doing that to anybody but much less a kid is the absolute
Worst. Yeah. We have a beautiful comment from we have a comment. We got another comment,
song I
guys,
play at the
and it's
titty
from
party.
Eternity.
I'm so sorry. We got a comment.
And it's from
Oh,
Eternity.
it's Eternity, bro.
Yeah, she sang with Green Day.
Yeah.
We love you, Eternity.
Yo, okay, so when we
You
when we
killed it at the
performed that
Green Day
truest
show.
part, Eternity was she got let up on stage with Green Day, and then we wound up running into her at Cookout after.
I
we
got
went to
it in
grab
the
a bite.
video.
So
It's in the
big
video
shout out
on
to
our channel.
Eternity.
And Eternity commented on that too. Thank you, Eternity.
Yeah, she's a
We love you
vibe.
too.
She's a vibe. She's a
Amen.
vibe.
Deserves more love for getting
Love
called
you,
up on
Eternity.
stage.
More love, more life, more
You're the
life.
best. You fucking killed it.
No, 100%.
For sure.
Seriously. I was like really proud. Really proud. Seriously. I couldn't have done it that good. So I got a couple more questions for you guys.
For sure.
But you kind of already answered like two of the three that I had left, which
I'm so sorry.
no, actually one of the three, which was shout out, plugs, and etc. I don't know if I want to ask this, but what do you guys plan on doing for the next 2 to 3 years? Do you have like a solid plan, or are you just gonna keep vibing with it and see where it goes?
Ooh, that's a great question. I hope we're definitely still doing this in 2 to 3 years. I think, I know for the next year we definitely have, some support tours planned, festivals. We're working on our album right now. Writing some songs and just, looking to release that, like I said, next year.
There's
But,
my next question right there. You just gave the answer.
Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Yeah,
Don't be sorry. You made it
All
easy.
the-
As
But
an
yeah,
interviewer,
so
you made it
definitely
easy.
doing that. But 2 to 3 years, man. Man, I don't even know. I don't want to sound shallow, but just being truly honest to myself, I hope to be a very wealthy man. I hope to be very wealthy. I hope to be doing this. I hope to that we have, could look at our where we're at in life and just be happy.
Yes.
Just be happy, be satisfied just to keep doing this. Cause I would say I'm happy. Going from working at a vape shop to being able to say music is my job, writing songs is my job is awesome. I love it. So just to keep doing this would be amazing. You know what I mean? Nice life, nice house, just yeah.
Hopefully.
And now you don't have to figure out homes and
I
wants.
did just buy a house. I did just purchase a house. I did.
That's
so.
why we had to delay the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was moving, bro. I still forgot. I'm still kind of moving, but yeah, dude. Yeah, just we just signed to a label called 100 Days. Big shout out to them. Shout out to Ben and Tal. Yeah, we
Everybody,
like I said. So
Yeah, literally. If you have any more shout outs, throw them all out right now.
Shout out to Green Day, shout out to Newfound Glory, shout out to Simple Plan, shout out to Fallout Boys, shout out to Ben, Tall, Marley, Isabella, LaRon, our lawyer. Yes, big shout out to Lan.
Big shout out to the big
shout out to Lexi, our business manager. Big shout out to Darion, our manager. Big shout out to my uncle Aaron. All right, yep. Big shout out to my mom,
parents,
and my right hand. For holding me down for all these years.
I'm ambidextrous, you know what I'm saying?
Two hands from that motherfucker. You feel me?
She pretty much took all the shout outs, man. But definitely I want to shout out to my mom and dad.
Yes, you
girlfriend.
We love you, Zia.
Cyrus. Shout out to
Over. Yeah, big shout out to Over Anna. Yeah, 100%.
Last band.
Jasmine.
The last user.
Shout out Punk Black.
Yeah.
I love it.
Shout out Palm Coast, man. Shout out
shout out to Jacob and Makuka as well.
Yeah, shout out Green Dave and Jacob Barone.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And dude, I'd love to do this again with you guys soon. So when the album comes out, let's do another one.
Dude, 100%, man. Like I said, we'll be in contact.
Cool.
I don't know if we message me on my personal account. Like
I will.
Yeah, I was like, and like I said, if it's off that account, I said I'll remember it.
Which one is that?
Anybody
don't say it.
And for anybody on here who tries to message me or message us, and it's like, I promise we do not ignore stuff. The amount of requests that we get is crazy.
It's bad.
And it is wild too, some of the stuff that we get. A lot of people want to touch Zealand.
I'm sure.
I don't know why.
It's because he's taken.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because he's sexy. I think
It sounds
so
like a
that
joke.
beautiful smile.
It sounds like a joke, but a lot of single women are attracted to men who they can't have.
That is very,
It's true.
very
And
true.
everybody
Even a
wants what
sexist
they can't
statement.
have.
Everybody wants.
That
That actually explains a lot of the
Grass
weird.
is greener on the other side.
Does that not explain the weird side of Hollywood? They want the things that the normal people can't have, and they think they're above it, like the
Like
weird
children.
Of course.
Right.
There you go.
which
Like
is not
drugs
right.
and children.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's say fuck that and keep making this industry better by having people like us taking
Oh
it.
yeah. We'll start the Paradox Island where pedophilia is illegal. And the
And
only
if you're a
drugs we do
pedophile,
are
we'll
the fun
shoot you.
kind.
Pedophilia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Hey man, I just
podcast
want
ever.
to say one thing. I'll never forget the day that I officially quit my job.
Hell yeah.
That was the best thing I've ever done. I've never looked back since.
So
I
I
saw
pretty
your
much
last
went into his
picture.
work, bro.
Shut up.
I went into his work and I told him, I was like, hey, this is my man, my boyfriend. And if you guys are not gonna let me suck him off on the fucking lunch break, he's not gonna work here anymore.
Did you actually do that?
No,
You had me. You fucking had me.
Nah, yo, I used to work at a fucking gas station racetrack.
You work at
Yeah,
racetrack.
racetrack. Yeah, I
Racetrack,
saw your
man,
post,
like,
the picture,
Still
the
got
last
the
picture.
discount.
Bro, I think I still got the discount.
Really?
Hopefully they don't remove that.
Hopefully not. Yeah, take
Hopefully
advantage
Warner's
of it.
not watching.
And I
Because
saw,
that
also
should be
saw
coming
your
in
post.
clutch.
I saw your post about the free gas too. That was cool.
Oh,
That's-
quick
that's
trip.
full
Yeah,
circle.
that was awesome.
That's full
Bro
circle.
got lucky.
$40, man.
Nah, dude.
Yeah,
I looked at the account like,
yeah.
what the fuck?
It was $0 or something.
Oh my god.
Nah.
Oh my god. Caden Roscoe said something really funny. The best bands have interrelations between the members.
And that's crazy because we all do. We all do.
We all be
We actually
fucking yeah.
all met.
We're so
Right?
close.
We all met on Grinder. The band started
Oh.
when I was just masturbating, and I was like, "Damn, I'm so
Holy
sick
shit.
of doing this on my own."
Holy shit. Is that what Drake started from the bottom means? Started from
Yes.
the bottom and then the whole team
Yes.
fucking yeah?
That's how he had to make it, bro. He went to a few Diddy parties, bro, and now now look at him. You know?
Oh my god. Yeah, right. Same with Usher too. He won't take his kid to a Diddy party.
Justin Bieber,
Oh, poor Bieber. I
bro.
feel
You
bad
saw
for him.
that video, bro? Like,
Yeah, with
where,
Zane
like
Lowe.
he was like,
With
"Oh,
Zane,
you
he's
haven't hit
crying.
me up."
Why you call me, man?
That shit was crazy.
And he-
Why'd
no,
you
that
call
one,
me, bro?
yeah,
You switched
but
up on me
recently-
now, bro.
Recently, within the last couple of years, Bieber was being interviewed by Zane Lowe, and he's like crying. He's like, and you know, when you're a kid in the industry, like there's interactions, and you don't know how they're gonna go, and he's like crying and all fucked up from it.
No, bro, because
Yeah.
like you see how much they like they would touch him. Adults would like
Yeah, it was weird.
objectify,
There's compilations of
sexualize
it.
him.
They
And like I
literally had a
guarantee
plot
you,
of
if
it
he
in
was a
Family
girl,
Guy.
it would have been a totally different story. But because
Yeah.
he was a boy, it seemed like it was like oh,
Okay.
it's okay. But a
Yeah.
kid is a kid, bro.
Kid's a
like
kid.
a
And you know
person's
what's
a
funny?
person.
Like the way they put him out there, they made me as a kid hate him. I hated Justin Bieber for years.
of course we did, because he got all the girls, man.
Until I realized he was a victim of abuse just like me. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
bro.
Ah, that was an eye-opening moment.
Justin Bieber, you remember like almost every white dude I knew had that freaking had the swoop, hitting that every 5
Wait,
seconds.
hold on. Let's see if I still got it. A little bit.
Yeah,
A little bit.
he got that baby, oh.
He has better music than that. Though. You know, I actually don't mind his more recent stuff.
Oh,
a lot
my
of it's not
gosh.
bad. Like this
Dude, no, I
this
think
is
he's
pretty
obviously.
good.
I mean, he's grown up, man.
Yeah.
I like his newer stuff. I like his old
Yeah.
stuff for the sake of nostalgia, but
Yeah,
his
yeah,
new stuff is
exactly.
pretty good though. But the old stuff
Ghost-
definitely takes me back.
Ghost is really good. Ghost is really
Yeah.
good. And the one he did with Kid Leroy, the I'll be fucked up if you won't be right.
I can't believe One Time is 15 years old already.
Oh my God. Really? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
Where
the
does
first
time
song
go?
I heard by him. I was just watching like MTV and it was just like, like the side like
I
the
mean-
credits and then they show like the music video on the
Oh,
side.
you're talking about I'ma tell you one
Yeah,
time,
that shit.
loves you,
Yeah.
'cause your world is my world.
Yeah, he was so talented. It's just
Bro,
it was so fucked up what happened.
Yeah, I never
Feel
really
bad for
hated
him.
him.
Diddy knocked him up. Diddy touched him.
I know.
industry
That's
messed
what
him up.
I know.
The industry messed him up, bro.
And I see it. I see
Diddy
it.
touched him too.
Did he diddle them? Oh, by the way, so our side project, Falafel Dragon, right? The one where I make fun of bad rap.
Falafel
also-
Dragon is
Yeah.
crazy.
Have you checked it out? You should check it out.
Send it my way, dude.
Yeah.
I'll definitely check that
You
out.
love it. On the newest album, The Return, there's a song that I recorded early last year after the raid called Fuck Stick Blues, Diddy Went Down. And when you hear the lyrics, you'll be like, holy fuck.
That's crazy.
Bro, they need to hire you as a writer for The Simpsons, bro.
I'm trying to
Yeah. or South Park. Or South Park. Or Family Guy. I mean, I'm friends with Mike Henry, who played Cleveland and the Herbert and the Grease Up Deaf guy.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta stop taking my bath during Peter's shenanigans.
Hell yeah, dude.
But they got a different guy to play him. They dealt with controversy and actually cast a real black guy to play Cleveland.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
And I'll be
It's a
honest.
good impression. It's a good impression. He does a good job.
I'll be honest though, as I don't think many black people cared about that. I feel like most times when stuff like that comes out, it's like, a few like white people are like, this might be kind of wrong. But we don't really be thinking about that. I never at least me and no one I ever knew ever really thought about
I
who
never did.
Cleveland was
Yeah.
voiced by. I mean, it wasn't
I mean,
like he was out there
I
like
knew.
saying the N-word,
No.
so
And
it
Cleveland's a
just,
wholesome.
that
And,
would be crazy.
and if
That would be
anything,
crazy.
bro,
Bro,
Cleveland
no,
is wholesome.
Zealand was just watching this one dude on Instagram, and I didn't even see what the dude looks like. But he's got to be a white guy, just from like his voice, and he's just like, "Hey, my niggas, be sure to
Oh,
love
no.
yourself today. Be sure to love yourself today."
That's so bad. Some people have no tact, man. Oh,
No,
God.
no. That's one thing. People have always asked us like the comments. Like, oh my god, I felt so bad about the comments.
I
Bro,
did.
we never people gotta understand, like when I came up with the idea for the band, before we even did this, I told them, like I said what was gonna happen on Instagram of all platforms. Like I knew what we were getting into, bro. And I just didn't expect it to like go off the rails that much. But a lot of them were fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the only ones that would piss me off were the ones that like weren't clever. Like someone was
The
like,
dumb ones.
yeah, someone was
Yeah.
like Leonard Black Skinner. I was like, what?
That one sucked. Like, okay, Lincoln Dark was better than that. Yeah, but still, like the fact that you guys have a sense of humor over it and are able to laugh at it, and I figured that. I wasn't gonna bring up the topic. I figured, and I love it because I respect the fact that y'all can laugh about it. Because for me, like, there's so many sensitive ass people out there nowadays, and the real people are the ones who can take a fucking joke and dish it back out. That's how I.
You gotta be honest. If you're gonna be honest with anybody, lie to the world, but be honest with yourself.
Damn
That's
right.
first and foremost. And you gotta
Yeah.
know who you are. I understood very well that, we dealt with it our whole lives, bro. Talking the way we do, listening to music we listen to, like we're not the norm,
Yeah.
But my thing was to tap into it, bro. I was gonna make shit like, oh, when she says she only likes white guys or white dude, I'm not racist. I have black friends. Black friends be like, cause she takes me, it breaks me.
That's great, dude. Because like somebody before I brought Falafel Dragon back, and I didn't tell the person, and I rap in a Russian accent. That's the joke. I'm making fun of bad.
Hell yeah.
My character's name is Jackson Marquise. He talks like this, right?
He wants some vodka.
And I rap. Yes, I rap like this. So it goes. But there's a flow. It's actual good rap, but it's like also I fucked this bitch last week rap. But like
Yeah.
I did it. I really came back and did it hard with the hip hop because someone once told me I'm too white to rap, and it was somebody in Florida, and I was like, I don't think I am.
Nah, dude. There's no such. Not in today's day and age. There's no such thing. I used to rap.
Logic's too white to rap.
Look at
Logic is too white to rap. That's a valid point. Coming from a white man himself, it is not just our people who feel the same. Yes, Logic is too white to be rapping. That dude, like, you know what?
He's too white to be claiming he's black.
He only be that dude is like every 5 seconds. If you would have done this shit with Logic, I would be like, yo, what's up, man? My name is Logic. I just want to start off by saying I'm biracial, bro. Thank you for asking that question. So being biracial actually does tie into when we were young, bro, because being biracial actually made me realize that there's actually black and white too, bro. So when I say nigga, bro, and people wanted to beat me up, bro, I was in Compton. They tried to whoop my ass, bro, because I said, what's up, my niggas, man? And I had to tell them I'm biracial. I actually keep my birth certificate on me at all times, a picture of me and my dad, just in case they try to jump me. This is me and my dad. C's absent just to truly show that I am black and biracial.
Like, yeah, like what?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that was
God.
cooked.
That was a cook.
He cooked his whole career of that one.
He did.
Well, yeah, because where's he been? Exactly.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever. I can't remember the last time anybody was like, "Yo, bro, we gotta put on that new Logic."
That new Bobby Tarantino, man.
7 years. It's been about 7 years since I've heard his name popularly.
Nah, bro. Nah, Kendrick was someone who was able to stand that test of time. But you know why? He was real. Like you said,
Yeah.
authenticity. I'll tell you something, bro.
Look at that beef with Drake. Look at that beef with Drake, bro. He's got balls. I love Kendrick.
I mean, bro, but Drake did it to himself. Drake forgot who he was. Drake was never a good rapper. Drake was a good song maker. He had hits, but he was never a good like he was always like signing rappers. That was his like thing. He would sign rappers, find, that were up and coming and hot, and then have them write songs and take them and then shelf their shit.
Vulture.
Yeah, literally, and that was what he's good at. So trying to come at Kendrick or
Well,
even
look at
trying
what
to
happened to X.
yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace.
X.
But I mean, that was a dude who was real, and for me, it was probably one of the first dudes who really like inspired me to like be like, oh shit, like this is a black dude who like is doing everything, bro.
Yeah.
Not just rap.
Yeah, that's why I like Kendrick. He's got style. You know what I mean? I kind of look at his style of the way he makes music as the new era of Dre. Because Dre had this multi-layered, faceted thing he could do with music that Kendrick also has, and I think he's better.
Yeah, no, it's an evolution, dude. I think it's just at the end of the day, when you're authentic, it's how you stay true to yourselves. Like people ask us like about our band, and they'll always like say like, "Oh, like do you guys want to be like the next Blink-182 or Green Day?" No, I want us to be the next Beatles. Like that level.
Same.
You know what I mean?
I've recorded double harmonies because of the Beatles. Like,
of course.
Same.
No, I'm saying that's what taught me. That was and the Beach Boys were my master class in harmonies.
Love the Beach Boys. Yeah.
Brian Wilson was a genius, but that was always my thing. Like, because the Beatles, they pushed the envelope because they were themselves.
And they invented so many regular processes that we use today as musicians in the studio.
What they came up with. I hate it when like a lot of people try to group them in with a lot of other, groups at the time and try to say, oh, they were just another white group that stole black music. I'm like, nah, bro. Like,
no, they did intricate. Try to learn a Beatles song.
Like, they were putting the weirdest chords in like pop songs.
Yes, they were.
Pop.
Yeah, they were making pop songs hard to play.
Yeah. Exactly. And writing them. Let's start there. People weren't writing their own songs back then, period. Now it's
even all those old Everly Brothers songs, the songs our daddy taught us. Those are all old Celtic folklore songs that were written hundreds of years ago.
Yeah. No, literally. Yeah. So no, but it's 100%, bro. Yeah, I think they just push the envelope, and I think it's just important. Stay authentic, because you can get fame fast, but I'll tell you that same thing. Not lying to yourself. You can't be somebody where every song is like and you get a lucky shot. You get a #1 record, you blow up, and every song sounds like that. You need to understand that this is your time. You got your little 15 minutes in the spotlight. Take full advantage, like the Hawk Tua chick.
There you go.
She did that. She made a podcast and all that stuff. She knew.
She started scamming.
Oh,
it's so bad.
She started scamming now. Now she getting locked up. But you gotta understand that shit, bro. Understand, like, in order to sustain shit long term, you have to, one, be authentic. True, you need to be flexible enough and open enough and versatile enough to be able to evolve, move, and create and innovate new shit.
And also, don't fuck up your fans. Don't fuck up your fans.
Don't fuck over your fans. And even at the least, if you don't have the creativity to come up with something new, like I said, at least have the open-mindedness and the versatility to evolve with the times. Because Michael Jackson, people don't understand, Michael Jackson was a G at that. He did his first 3 solo albums with Quincy. Off the Wall, Thriller, the biggest album ever, and Bad. But after that, he dipped on him because in '91, New Jack Swing was becoming popular. Boys to Men, all those fucking groups.
And his stuff went way more pop. It did. It became more bandy.
So we hired Teddy Riley, bro. Teddy Riley, who was making all the fucking like hit records at that time. All the Bobby Brown shit. Don't Be Cool album. That was him. So we had him make that record. So Remember the Time. All those records came out of him. And he just kept doing that. What's that song? You rock my world, you know. Yeah, bro. That was Dark Child, bro. So could Michael Jackson himself really? Fuck no. He didn't have the music talent. But he had the marketability, like the market sense to be like, okay, this is a new and hot producer. They're making hits. I'm going to grab them, because who the fuck is going to say no to working with Michael Jackson at that point?
Nobody.
So, Michael?
I saw like the best Photoshop this past Halloween. It was Michael Myers like mask, and it said Halloween, and it was Michael Jackson's face on Michael Myers' mask. So it was like Halloween. Yeah, it was great.
Nah, bro, but
That's amazing. I could not have said that better. That's great advice. And is there anything else that you'd like to say to the world as we close this podcast out?
Thank you for supporting us on our journey, and we love our fans very much.
Yeah.
100%.
Who
We
would be
can't-
here without y'all?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Amen.
Love you guys, man.
Amen.
Y'all
I
mean the
love
I
world.
that.
love you guys. You guys are sick.
My word of it, the only thing I want to leave with is stay true to yourself, be authentic to yourself. If you're trying to look to other people to find ways to be unique, just look within yourself because there's only one you. The only way to truly be unique is to be yourself and only yourself. Don't be what other people want you to be or what you think you want to be. Just be you.
If Joe Madden said it best.
That's fucking beautiful.
Just like you.
You know?
Be yourself, because everyone else is taken.
Yeah.
That's facts. That was good. That was
You
good.
can't be
Yeah.
anybody
The whole
else.
thing.
Love thyself.
Yeah.
You all added a piece to that. That was fucking beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So if you all want to stick with me just a moment so we can say goodbye after I end the stream. To the viewers and listeners, thank you all for listening to and watching the Dreaming Insomniacs, the podcast. I know I say this a lot, but this is our best one yet. We love you, the Paradox. We're looking forward to doing this when the album comes out and hopefully playing some shows together. What's
Dude.
that?
Show them the
You watch Naruto?
Yeah.
You seen the Fireball Jutsu Sasuke be doing?
Yeah.
Naruto do it too.
That's just gas.
I can do it too. I got the power.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm
Oh,
ready.
wow.
That's close it out.
I told. Here we go. Here it is. That's crazy. I don't have the power tonight, bro. I don't
You have the power.
Here it is.
Third time's a charm.
Ha.
Yeah, I did it.
All
All right.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that should be the coolest shit. Fun fact, Percy can do magic.
He's awesome.
He's a crazy good magician.
Next podcast, I'll break out some crazy shit for you, bro.
Okay, then we're gonna have to pull out the fire spinners. 'Cause we
He's
got
able
the
to
fire
make my penis raise in my pants without even touching it. That's crazy.
And we had that. That was great.
That's
my
trick
God.
to me.
All right, one more comment from Caden Roscoe says, "Love you guys, wonderful."
Love you
All right,
too.
well, thank you all for listening.
We love you,
sorry.
Kaden.
Thank you for listening to and watching the Dreaming Insomniacs, the podcast, and have a great night.
Booyakasha.
Good night.
Yeah.